Hi guys! Long time no see! I'm gonna address this right now because I know that it's gonna be the first thing that anybody says. My hair is back to black. I was so sick of the blonde, it was way too much maintenance, killed my hair, yada yada yada. Never again will I go blonde. Well, I don't think so anyway. Also, I am wearing hair extensions. My hair did not just grow a million miles long in the last 2 weeks. These are from irresistibleme.com. Really gorgeous hair. The only thing is I should have gotten them a little bit thicker, I think, because I've got such thick hair. But who cares? They look awesome, right? Yeah, they do. So go check out Irresistible Me if you like these extensions. Not a beauty guru, but, you know, maybe you're interested. Anyway, that's enough about my hair. So as most of you could gather from a couple of videos ago, and I said it, I was in Japan for a month. I really wanted to make videos while I was there. I sat down and I tried to make some and it was just like nothing. For some reason, I just could not make video while I was there. I just didn't like how it turned out. So I was like, I'll just make them when I get home. This trip, I went with my brother and his friend, and we visited a lot of places that I already have previous videos of. And I thought instead of just going to those places and being like, hey, this is what the place looks like, even though you've already seen it in other videos, I thought maybe I could actually talk about those places a little bit more. Because, you know, my other videos like Kamakura and Sea Paradise and stuff, you know, I don't really talk much about it. It's just like, hey, this is what the place looks like, which is fine. I think it's a good video too, but I figured this time I'll take the opportunity to kind of give some information, a little bit more information on the places. However, this video today is kind of irrelevant to that because the two places that I'm going to talk about are places that I had never been. That's not true. They're just places that I haven't made videos of before. The first place I'm going to talk about is the Tokyo Edo Museum. Now, my brother's been there before, and my parents have been there before, but I have never been there. I've been to Japan 5 times, and I have never been to the Tokyo Edo Museum. I was like, yes, I would love to go. I love Japanese culture. I like the old stuff, and I think the museum is a great place for me, and I just can't believe I've never been there before. So the Tokyo Edo Museum is in a place called Ryogoku, and it's not too far out. Like, our main station was Shinjuku, and from Shinjuku to Ryogoku was probably about less than an hour. The area is really cool. Ryogoku is really cool. It has the sumo temple, or sumo ring, whatever the sumo is in Tokyo, they're always in there. And it was awesome because it was sumo season when we went, and it's only 2 weeks, I think. It was awesome. It's 2 weeks a year, and we were there during that time, and it was so much fun. And, you know, you just go there, and it was always crazy and busy because there was like a match every day, and you could see the sumos walking around, and I just thought that was so cool. So when you get in the station, it's also like Sumo City in there too. Like, they've got pictures everywhere. They've got like sumo handprints. The floor of the exit looks like a sumo ring. It's really cool. If you are looking for the museum, it's so easy to find. Like, it has its own exit, the Tokyo Edo Museum exit, and then once you get out that exit, there's signs everywhere, so you can't miss it. It's not hard to find. Little side note, if you do decide you want to eat in Ryogoku, I suggest going to the restaurant that's right next to the station, and you can't miss it. It's got this huge sign that says, "We have an English menu," and, you know, that's like, hooray. We were immediately drawn to that. We went in to eat. It was so cool. The entire place was like a real sumo ring. Like, they had an actual sumo ring in the middle of the restaurant, which is a crazy waste of space for Japan, but why not, right? It's a great tourist attraction. Typically izakaya, really good food. Here's a video, check it out. So after we ate, we headed to the museum, and it's all very straightforward too. There's English signs to get in. It shows you where to get your ticket booth and where you're supposed to go. If you go and you can't read Japanese or you can't speak Japanese, I really suggest getting a tour in your language. Have a tour in like 10 languages. So I'm sure, well, I'm sure most people would be able to get a tour in their language. So I would really suggest doing that because I don't speak perfect Japanese and I can't read Japanese for shit. I really wanted to do the tour. It's really beneficial because a lot of the things there do not have English. Like there's a lot of the signs don't have English. Maybe they'll have like an English title, but all the information is all in Japanese. And I want to learn stuff. So I really was into getting the guide and it was awesome. We waited for him for like 4 minutes or 5 minutes. 4 minutes, it's really literal. And there was like 7 of us in the tour. The museum is really big, so we obviously couldn't tour the whole place, but he took us to a lot. I'm thinking that since he does so many tours a day, I'm wondering if he does kind of like half the museum for one tour and like half a museum for the other tour. So I mean, if you really wanted to get the whole thing, I'm sure you could get like 2 tours and you could go through the whole museum. The tour was probably about almost 2 hours, or maybe it was an hour. I don't know, but it didn't feel long at all. And I got to learn so much, and again, stuff that I would never have known if I didn't have the tour guide. So I really suggest getting the tour guide. I guess that's all I have to say. Go see Tokyo Edo Museum. It's so awesome. Here's some clips of the inside the museum, and yeah.
We're ready to go party at the museum.
Yay! Today we are going to the Edo Museum. Can you take videos in there?
I don't know.
This is what it looks like outside. This is what I ate today. This is what our apartment looks like. Where's Kevin taking a big dump?
Yeah, probably.
Yep. And we're gonna go soon to the museum. We'll see you there. Hi.
Hello. Yes.
Okay, we're in the Edo Museum, waiting for English tour.
Kandamuji Shrine here, and this is the Ueno Kanyeru Buddhist. So each block should have this evacuation area outside for us. Like this system. Okay, alright. This is my way. People love number of cells should be 1. 1 ship should have 1 cell only. Because in a limited size, permit several cells. I say about red fire, basically that's usually
あ、大丈夫。 Wasn't that great? Didn't that look cool? So you gotta go check it out. Next place I'm gonna talk about is Tokyo Tower. Tokyo Tower is one of those places that you just have to go when you're in Japan because it's just like a landmark in Tokyo. So you gotta go see it. It is an exact replica of the Eiffel Tower in Paris, except it's orange, and I think it's a little bit taller. I've been to Tokyo Tower probably about 10 times. It's just one of those places, you know, you always gotta take people. Like, I always took people there when they came to visit me in Japan, and I used to go there a lot when I went on dates because it was a really good date spot. And yeah, it's a really good place. It's a really nice place. It's someplace you gotta go. It's a tourist place, and I really suggest checking it out. You can go inside. Once you go inside the main doors, there's like kind of an area of like gift shops and stuff, which check out if you're one of those people that like to get over expensive gift shop items. And then for about 700 yen, I think, you can go up to the middle section, and then you get a nice view of Tokyo skyline. Really nice, always a good sight. I have so many videos and clips of it that I will put. I didn't take a whole lot this time just because I've got so many pictures and videos of Tokyo Tower already from previous trips that I just didn't take a whole lot this time, but I'll put everything that I've taken, like pictures and videos, even previously trips. I'll put them in this video so you can just see. And then I think if you pay an extra like 300 yen, you can go up to the higher point, which is fine. 300 yen isn't bad, but it's also not that much higher, so it's not a spectacularly different view than the middle. So if you did want to save your 300 yen, you're not really missing a whole bunch. One of the coolest things about it is that they do have a look down window, and it's always crazy because like everyone's looking down, but they've got like it's like a glass floor, and you can like look down, and it's like, my fear of heights is not good with this. The other thing I have to say about it is they do have a lot of, well, not a lot, they have like kind of attractions inside Tokyo Tower, like a wax museum, like a horror show. And honestly, I would not recommend wasting your time and money on those things. You know, I did a couple of them with some friends, and it was just a waste of time and money, and I just don't think, it wasn't even like one of those things where it's like, oh, that was so dumb, but whatever, it was an experience. It's just not worth it. Like, just don't waste your money. That's all I gotta say. And if you do, well, I warned you. So yeah, check out Tokyo Tower. So yeah, all in all, the two places that I would really recommend right now is Tokyo Auto Museum and Tokyo Tower. And you should like this video if you liked it. And if you didn't, tell me why down below, because I like reading comments, even if they're shitty. Yeah, I think that's all I have to say. Let me know if you've been to Tokyo Tower or the Tokyo Auto Museum and what you thought about them. And I will see you in the next video. And